Russia probably for the first time hit Ukraine with Shahed drones assembled on the territory of the Federation. This was stated by an expert of the Alexander Pol Institute, Pavlo Vernovsky. The information has not yet been confirmed by official sources.
With a high probability, we can state that the Russian plant for the production of Shaheds has begun its work. Where are such conclusions from? Recently, our air defense shot down a drone with a rather uncharacteristic serial number, Y002. Previously, the serial number was M1200, which most likely also meant a sequential number. That is, at least 1,200 Shaheds were produced. Pavlo Vernovsky, expert of the Alexander Pol Institute of Economic and Social Research on Facebook.
According to Russian bloggers, the production of Shaheds, which the Russian army calls geraniums, is organized in Tatarstan. In June, satellite imagery of the likely construction site of the plant was published by international media. Today, on the territory of the Alabugat Special Economic Zone, Russians are mass-producing combat drones. They use Iranian components. Such a scheme can be compared to buying a franchise whose production is aimed at killing Ukrainians.
As planned, over time, the number of components imported from Iran will gradually decrease. The hull will be removed first from the list of important components, as it is easy to manufacture. Next, they will abandon electronics, because the GPS module and the processor in Shaheds are quite primitive. At the level of technology of the 1990s, they will be bought on AliExpress. Following the electronics in Alabuga, they plan to learn how to make engines.
The usage of Iranian drones by Russia against Ukraine, the possible supply of ballistic missiles to the aggressor country, as well as the violation of the nuclear deal by Tehran, all this has led to the fact that the Europeans plan to continue the sanctions, which expire in October, says Reuters.
Now Iran is trying to find some way to stop the very powerful pressure of the West and offers in return to stop the nuclear program. But now Iran is already in a different state. It is now an accomplice of aggression in Ukraine. Therefore, the package already contains the issue of sanctions against Iran in all sectors. Particularly sensitive, as we say, is the illegal supply of oil.
Sanctions pressure on Russia should also be increased. After all, despite the restrictions, it imports the goods necessary for the military-industrial complex. Ukraine's allies should take additional steps to cut off channels of anti-sanctions fraud. This is discussed in the new report of the Yermak-Makfol Group.
In particular, we recommend that comprehensive sanctions be imposed on trade categories containing dual-use items and critical components to further undermine Russia's military-industrial potential. From the Yermak-Makfol Group report.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called on the European Union to start work on a new package of sanctions against Russia. It, like the previous one, the 11th, should tighten the restrictions introduced and prevent them from being circumvented. Reported by Dana Kulesnik, Valeria Nekapelova, UATV News.